Psammetichos became king over them, were wont to suppose that they had come into being first of all men. But since the time when Psammetichos, having become king, desired to know what men had come into being first, they supposed that the Phrygians came into being before themselves, but they themselves before all other men. Now Psammetichos, when he was not able by inquiry to find out any means of knowing who had come into being first of all men, contrived a device of the following kind. Taking 2 newborn children belonging to persons of the common sort, he gave them to a shepherd to bring up at the place where his flocks were, with a manner of bringing up such as I shall say, charging him namely that no man should utter any word in their presence, and that they should be placed by themselves in a room where none might come, and at the proper time he should bring them she-goats, and when he had satisfied them with milk, he should do for them whatever else was needed. These things Psammetichos did, and gave him this charge, wishing to hear what word the children would let break forth first after they had ceased from wailings without sense. And accordingly it came to pass, for after a space of 2 years had gone by, during which the shepherd went on acting so, at length, when he opened the door and entered, both children fell before him in entreaty, and uttered the word Bekos, stretching forth their hands. At first, when he heard this, the shepherd kept silence, but since this word was often repeated, as he visited them constantly and attended to them, at last he declared the matter to his master, and at his command he brought the children before his face. Then Psammetichos, having himself also heard it, began to inquire what nation of men named anything Bekos, and inquiring, he found that the Phrygians had this name for bread. In this matter, and guided by an indication such as this, the Egyptians were brought to allow that the Phrygians were a more ancient people than themselves.